Hey family, this is Elman Woodson. Hey, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for just supporting me throughout this whole journey. I finally got my book done. It's called Look Up by Elman Woodson. And hey, listen, let me tell you something. It's been a major journey for me to get to this point. I mean, one thing that as I was getting ready to talk to you guys, I was thinking about like, what should I talk about? What are some of the things that I can bring to the table? Because it's been a while since I've been here. And doing all the things to get this book out. It took a lot of work. But one thing that came to mind, I was talking to my wife, and we're talking about the power of fear and how fear can disrupt your life and how fear can keep you from doing things that you've always wanted to do, things that you've always wanted to accomplish. But because of fear, or because you've thought too much about things and have allowed fear to enter your mind and take more of a stronghold than your faith, you have not been able to get things done. And I take myself, for example. I went to law school about 10 years ago. And in law school is when I really wanted to start, this idea about writing a book came to mind. And let me tell you something. I wrestled with the idea that people didn't want to hear what I had to say. I wrestled with the idea that I didn't have enough to bring to the table. I wrestled with the idea that maybe nobody's going to be interested in my story. And let me tell you something. At the moment that I decided to actually get it done, at the moment that I decided to do something, the moment that I decided to put the pen to paper, I finished the book, and then I was like, you know what? I don't know who I want to have, who I can have this published, who I can get to publish this book. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to reach out to somebody. The person who I needed came right at the right time. If I had allowed myself to go another 10 years and not get this book out, not get the truth out about my life, it would have paralyzed me. Now, look, the truth is that we all have things in our minds. We all have things that we've wished that we could have accomplished. And now, I mean, really, if I could ask anyone now, if you look back over your life, would you have changed some things along your journey? And every single person, I imagine, would probably say yes. There are things that I would have just jumped out and done. There are other risks that I may have taken. There are other things that I may have done. I may have spoken to that person. I may have reached out to this person. I may have gone on that trip. But because of certain things, and I would venture to say that most cases it's because of fear. Because we had that fear that we allowed it to take over our minds, and we allowed it to not even take over your minds, but we allowed it to play more of a part than our belief in ourselves or our belief in the things that we wanted to accomplish. What I'm saying to you today is don't allow fear to take over. Don't allow fear to steal your dreams. Don't allow fear to prevent you from writing that book that you've been talking about doing. Don't allow fear to prevent you from writing that manuscript, from writing that stage play, from reaching out to that business or that person, calling that thing, reaching out, doing that things that you know you need to be doing. Don't allow fear to stop you. Keep going and look up, because your time is coming. The time for you to reach your dreams is coming, and all you have to do is make the steps towards it. Now look, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just want to tell you, don't be fearful. Move forward towards your dreams. Go after what it is that you want, and you'll get it. This is Elman Woodson, and I will see you on the other side.